Hi, we got our, just gonna request it now. We got our match versus, we got some overdue matches. We've been waiting online actually since 7 a.m. UTC for this user to come on. We haven't seen them. We saw them briefly actually, messaged him, but then he come back. So, and now we got other G fixtures and other users online and our FA who are asking me about playing matches, and I can't because I can't request without getting these matches out the way first. And I guess in the end, how long it's been? 7 hours? 7 hours and 10 minutes, I guess. It's fair game, I guess. So, in team news, Cocu is suspended. So Pareil goes up to holding midfield and Carter starts. But other than that, it's just the same formation that we've played in every match and done okay with so far this season. Just going to turn the tempo down. And I think probably the aggressiveness here as well, because we've just picked up that yellow, but also, I don't know, it's a cup match and we're at home, and I just feel like, and we're online and they're not, and I just feel like having a player sent off will really work against us. I feel like we can keep 11 men on the pitch. We'll probably win unless we get quite unlucky. So I feel like we don't need to take unnecessary risks basically with the tackling. And unfortunately we started with it aggressive and we picked up this yellow card. So it would be really frustrating if he ends up getting sent off with another yellow. So now they scored, so we're going to up the tempo straight away. It's very unlucky that they scored. They only had one shot and scored. We've had 7. I feel like we'll have quite a few chances yet. The questions are really, are we going to panic yet and up the tackling? Or are we still kind of, I think we're pretty confident that we should score a goal ourselves. But as to whether we will score more than one goal, who knows? But we're doing enough at this moment to score more than one. We've picked up another yellow, so that's another reason to not want to have aggressive tackling. We picked the goal up. I do think at this point we just want to, we're definitely outplaying them, so let's keep the tempo fast. They're fast, we're fast. That's another yellow card. It's starting to become a real consideration for us. Oh, the other news was that Pires had a knock, sorry. So, but I think we keep with the, I think honestly the best thing is to return the tackling down. Getting a player sent off feels like it would hurt a fair bit. And now with, it feels like we're no longer really dominating this match as well. Let's pause. We hope they don't score here when we get the pause. Good. Let's pause and take stock. So since we've sort of backed off the tackling altogether, it's not really working that well for us. I think we can bring Lee back. I think we can play something more like this. So we've reeled through quite a few changes there, slowed their tempo down because we're not clearly outplaying them anymore, slightly more aggressive tackling because we're making it too easy for them, but still trying to get the balancing the risks up with the yellow cards. We've got 4 defenders across the back, so slightly more defensive formation overall and less attacking mentality. So basically just transitioning to something that is a bit more stable, a bit less attacking, more chance that we can just see I think they're more likely to be another goal in this match than not, but there is a chance that the score could finish at 2-1 now. Whereas with how things were set up before, I don't think the match was ever going to finish 2-1. And the keeper's got a knock, that helps. Maybe we're a little bit feisty to just kick the second half off. Maybe we should have taken stock of it, but I think it's okay overall. Overall, we're winning. It's pretty balanced, and maybe we should have thought. Let's pause and let's think. What are the real risks here? I mean, the keeper's got a knock, so being more attacking kind of makes sense to that degree because we'll have more shots. There's more chance we'll score a goal. I think that's the right choice because this isn't really working that well for us anyway. So I think going back to that attacking fast tempo, I think makes sense at this point. Because the keeper's got a knock, so let's try and have a few shots basically. I do feel like we can de-risk a bit here and sub off the players with the yellow, at least one of these players with the yellow card. I guess we probably should just do that, so let's do that, but it's looking like straight away we sort of started dominating the match again. Let's bring Cunningham on. I think we're committed to this more attacking formation now. And I think we can probably take off Tarantini as well, maybe. So I think now how we lose potentially is by having a player sent off. So let's sub off Tarantini as well. But all in all, I'm a bit reluctant to change stuff too much here. I've already made a change pulling these fullbacks in to be more solid at the back. A bit reluctant to change too much at once because we're very much in control of this match. So even though we're winning and we're quite attacking, the fact that that change has led to us outplaying them, I think it makes sense to stick with it. And we're willing to take sort of extra risks as opposed, because this is the Centre Pareil Cup, so if somebody gets injured, they get injured and they miss some matches. This is the priority. So it's all the focus is on just making sure we win, not about de-risking or preparing for future matches or anything like that. Just preserving players from injury or anything. Just get the result, get the win. That's all the focus. So I think really we don't want to use up our third sub. because there's extra time and penalties now. So if they do miraculously score 2 goals, because say we make a third sub and then we get a player injured, then we'll be a man down for extra time as well. So we definitely want to save that third sub, because this match could go for another half an hour after full time still. So we don't want to use it up, unless we get a player injured, of course. And if we're stuck with these players on the pitch, I just think it makes sense to leave them attacking, because they might score another goal, which is exactly what they just did. So I think we can slow the tempo down, because we don't need to rush things so much anymore. We've really, I think that we need to score 3 goals, and slowing the tempo down reduces the chance that they'll even have 3 shots. I think we can press them now as well. We got lots of extra energy. I don't know, it's a tricky one really, because we're kind of out, let's just not press so much, we're kind of out playing them without pressing. So I don't know if we need it, because you've also got to bear in mind that if we got a lot of extra energy, then but if it does go to extra time, let's just press an aggressive tackling and try and close this match out in slow tempo. This might not be the right decision. I think it's definitely the right decision if full time would be full time, but this might lead to us getting a player sent off, and then they might score 2 goals. But I think that's pretty unlikely. I think just not giving them any space, tackling them hard, I think just means that they shouldn't really score more than 1 more goal, I think, even if we do get a player sent off. So and I was just about to click pause, because I was literally just about to pull him back and go slightly less attacking, and that might be too... Okay, we managed to get there though, just. Not over here. I don't know, I think overall the game plan was okay. The fact that we just took the game to them, which I think was fine. I think it was the right decision. Overall, it was that pointless early yellow card led to us having to sub him off, or choosing to sub him off, which I think robbed us of making another sub that might have been more useful to do than to de-risk against a red card. Ideally, we would have had a fresh player on, because these guys were taken off on 93% condition. We could have. Ideally, we wouldn't have had to do that sub basically. So, starting with aggressive tackling was a mistake, I think. But yeah, I think the big decision really that we made was to go attacking after their keeper got a knock, and then we scored 2 goals, and I think that was the right decision, because we got a bit unlucky towards the end and they scored 2 goals. But because we took the game to them, we won anyway. So I think clearly that was the right decision. A little bit of luck involved here, I have to say. A little bit fortunate. They definitely gave us a game. It's a shame that we weren't able to catch them online in the past 7.25 hours. Shame for them really, because we were waiting, but I think there's enough evidence here to really say that being online was pretty decisive here really. I don't know how good their backup keeper is, but if the backup keeper is solid, then making the sub for the keeper could have made a difference here. Making changes, all sorts of stuff could have made it. It all would be different, and the butterfly effect and whatever, but I think it's pretty clear that not being online didn't do them any favours, basically. So anyway, we've won. I don't know if we know who we get in the next round. Let's have a look. Is it known yet? No, our opponent isn't known yet. But luckily we're at home. So, alright. Cheers, thanks for watching, and catch you for the next match.